Donald Trump entered the political arena with a slogan that resonated with many: "Make America Great Again." This phrase encapsulated his presidency's core philosophy, known as America First. The approach was designed to prioritize American interests above all else, shaping a wide array of domestic and foreign policies. Trump's presidency, lasting from 2017 to 2021, was marked by significant shifts in policy direction, often controversial and polarizing. The America First mantra affected various key policy areas, including immigration, climate change, trade, and foreign relations. These policies were intended to bolster the U.S. economy and national security, but often led to heated debates and divisions both domestically and internationally. Supporters hailed him as a disruptor of the status quo, while critics argued he damaged America's standing on the world stage. Understanding the details of these policies and their broader impacts provides insight into Trump's enduring legacy. Trump's leadership style also played a crucial role in how these policies were implemented and perceived. Known for his unconventional communication methods, especially his use of social media, Trump's presidency was characterized by direct and often divisive rhetoric. This approach contributed to a climate of political polarization and made his policies a focal point of intense scrutiny and discussion. As we delve into specific areas affected by Trump's administration, we see how deeply these policies impacted not just the United States, but the global community. Each policy area reveals both intended benefits and unintended consequences, painting a complex picture of an era that continues to influence political discourse today. One of the most contentious aspects of Trump's presidency was his stance on immigration. His administration implemented policies such as the travel ban targeting predominantly Muslim countries, which drew significant criticism. This policy was seen as discriminatory and fueled debates about religious freedom and national security. Critics argued that it tarnished America's image as a nation of immigrants and eroded its moral authority on the global stage. Another highly controversial policy was the separation of families at the US-Mexico border. Intended as a deterrent against illegal immigration, this policy resulted in widespread outrage due to the traumatic impact it had on children and families. Images and stories of children housed in detention centers without their parents stirred public opinion and led to calls for reform. The psychological impact on affected families continues to be a subject of concern and debate. In addition to these measures, the Trump administration significantly reduced the number of refugees admitted into the United States. This move was part of a broader effort to restrict immigration, aligning with the America First ethos. While supporters argued it was necessary for national security, opponents contended that it betrayed America's long-standing tradition of offering refuge to those in need. These immigration policies had significant short-term and long-term effects. Domestically, they intensified political polarization and sparked legal battles. Internationally, they altered perceptions of the US, impacting diplomatic relations and America's role as a global leader in humanitarian efforts. Climate change was another critical area where Trump's policies had far-reaching implications. One of his administration's most notable actions was the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Agreement, a global pact aimed at combating climate change. This decision was justified by Trump as a move to protect American jobs and industries, but it was widely criticized for undermining international efforts to address a pressing global challenge. In addition to exiting the Paris Agreement, Trump's administration rolled back numerous environmental regulations designed to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and protect natural resources. These rollbacks were part of a broader strategy to prioritize economic growth and support traditional energy sectors like coal and oil. Critics argued that these actions disregarded scientific consensus on climate change and jeopardized environmental sustainability. The impact of these policies was felt not only within the United States but also globally. By stepping back from climate commitments, the US ceded leadership in environmental policy to other nations, potentially slowing global progress on this critical issue. This shift raised concerns about the long-term health of the planet and highlighted the importance of international cooperation in tackling climate challenges. The legacy of Trump's climate policies is still unfolding. While some regulatory changes have been reversed by subsequent administrations, the broader debate over balancing economic interests with environmental responsibility continues. This period serves as a reminder of the fragile balance between immediate economic gains and the long-term health of the planet. Trade was a central focus of Trump's America First agenda, with significant emphasis on reshaping the United States' economic relationships. One of the most prominent actions was the imposition of tariffs on Chinese goods, aimed at addressing trade imbalances and protecting American industries. However, this move led to a trade war with China, resulting in retaliatory tariffs that hurt American farmers and manufacturers. The trade tensions with China highlighted the complexities of global supply chains and the interconnectedness of modern economies. While the tariffs were intended to boost domestic production, they also led to increased costs for American consumers and businesses. The broader economic uncertainty had ripple effects across the global market, influencing trade dynamics and economic forecasts. In addition to tariffs on China, Trump renegotiated the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, resulting in the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA. This new agreement aimed to modernize trade relations in North America and secure better terms for American workers. While the USMCA introduced some positive changes, such as stronger labor provisions, its implementation revealed the challenges of renegotiating complex trade deals. The trade policies under Trump left a mixed legacy. Economically, they brought attention to trade deficits and the need for fair trade practices. However, the approach also led to strained international relations and highlighted the importance of diplomacy and cooperation in achieving sustainable economic growth. As the world adjusts to new trade landscapes, the lessons of this period continue to inform policy decisions and international negotiations.